Good morning, Morning Musings by Melinda. Happy Thursday. Today's numerology for this day is a number 8. And 8 is about money and abundance. And actually, I didn't even know that when I was planning my class for tonight, which is about money and understanding the energy of money and how it flows. But this week we've been talking about the energy of karma and how that flows. And so we've talked about karma being a universal concept of checks and balances as far as the energy that we put out into the world and how the energy gets returned to us. We talked about the fact that we choose our parents for the karmic lesson that they may provide for us or we may provide for them. And how karma can be repetitive circumstances in our life that we attract energy over and over again in order for us to learn a lesson, even if we're attracting it from a past incarnation. So what do you do about the karma that you have in your life? Like, how do you recognize it? We talked about that yesterday, recognizing it by the patterns, recognizing it by doing a little numerology on your birth date. But once you recognize it, what do you do about it? Well, first and foremost, you have to nip your patterns in the bud. So if you find yourself in a situation in which you've been in this situation before, but just with a different cast of characters, then you have to extricate and move out of it in a different way. You have to learn how to respond rather than react. You don't let things trigger you out or push your buttons like you once did. But today I want to go over some of what Deepak Chopra says about the karmic profile and how to move karma. And the first thing that he talks about is forgiveness, which I have talked to you about many other times. Forgiveness is really not about forgetting and letting it go. That's not it at all. Forgiveness is really about neutralizing the situation so that you no longer give the power of your energy over to the person or the circumstance that has wounded you. This is a little bit tricky. You know, you can love someone and not have a relationship with them because they simply are toxic to you in one way or another, or there's just not an ability to have a meeting of the mind so that you can communicate your way through, which would really be my first choice, is to communicate your way through any situation or circumstance in which there's been a misunderstanding. But if the other person holds on to some kind of resentment, even if you don't understand it, you have to forgive them and let it go and forgive yourself and neutralize it. Doesn't mean you forget. It just means that you no longer give the power of your energy away. Detachment is the second one that Deepak talks about. It's actually a big step on the path to enlightenment. It's not disassociation. That's different. Disassociation is when we are suffering a trauma and we tuck it away into some box in our mind, and it really can reveal itself in other ways, like through behavior or illness or something along those lines. Detachment is more about not being attached to the outcome of something. So when you're not attached to your karma and you're detached from it, it can filter through your vibrational frequency and your energy in a way that allows you to create more balance and more harmony. 3, give what you want. You know, always there has to be a positive end action. If you are giving and giving just for the sake of giving, just to be a caring person, that positive karma helps you move through any karmic trials and tribulations that you may have. It helps you to get unanchored from the negativity. Appreciate the lessons that you get. You know, sometimes we have to look at the things that has happened to us and understand what good has come out of it. You know, I deal with parents who've lost children all the time, almost daily. You know, drugs run rampant in this country, and we've got an opioid crisis. We've been so focused on the pandemic that we forget about the other pandemic, which is one of suicide, depression, and drug addiction. And we really need to get back to understanding that, right? But it surprises me so much because so many parents come to me with some kind of a spiritual connection that has developed through the loss of their child. Now, I certainly don't think that that's a great thing, but it's truly about making lemonade from lemons. And, when we make a conscious choice to look at things and see whatever good has come out of it, that helps to dilute our karmic profile. So you have to process the experience in a way in which you look at the whole picture, a transformational picture from a higher power perspective and not just from third dimension. And then you have to transmute the process by turning that into something that allows the lesson to be secure within you and allows you to move forward in a different way, because no one really wants to come back to the earth plane, which was questions that I got yesterday. Do we have to keep incarnating? The answer is no. We eventually will ascend into heaven the way Jesus did, and that's what our goal is. So we transmute what we receive. We have to cleanse our karma sometime just by doing some gentle detoxing, either through the body, mind, or spirit. How do we do it through the body? Well, we do it through the body, actually, through massage. So if you're somebody that doesn't like to be touched, that's unfortunate, because real massage therapists, not the old-time thought of massage parlors, but real massage therapists really help move toxins out of our body and help us transmute anything that our body is holding on to, karmically speaking. Also, exercise is significant in helping to remove toxins, and of course you don't want to put toxins in, and that cleansing can happen through bathing, taking a hot bath, putting lemons in the bath, or essential oils. We can also detoxify our thought process, our mind, by going and getting a little counseling, doing some journaling, figuring some things out for ourselves, healing our wounded inner child. And we can detoxify our spirit through prayer and meditation, having some kind of a spiritual life on a daily basis. Number 9, spread good vibes. That Debbie Downer that we all know, or that Wreck-It Ralph that comes along and throws out the negativity that ruins our good day. We have to make sure that we're holding that energy at an arm's length and keep on smiling and trying to give people the most positive parts of who we are, especially in today's political climate, so that we can come back together in society. And last but not least, certainly, is give it to God, right? And remember that old country song, Thank God for Unanswered Prayers? Sometimes you may be praying and not get what you're asking for. You have to pray in a way that is for your highest good, not necessarily what you want through your ego, but maybe what's for your highest good. So prayer is so significant. Here in the Phoenix area, in Scottsdale, there is a place called the Franciscan Renewal Center. It has a labyrinth there. Bill and I just drove there last week and started walking around, because it just feels good to commune with the spirit at a sacred place on sacred ground like that. So make sure you're doing whatever you need to do to cleanse. So that is the way, according to Deepak Chopra, with me just adding a few of my own thoughts and feelings about it on cleansing your karma. And I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I think we're early again tomorrow. I think we're at 7:30 a.m. Phoenix time. Remember, with the spring forward, we're a little bit different on our time zones. Once again, I believe that California and Arizona is now on the same time again. So I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow. You have a good day.